Welcome back to Shots of Victory. I'm Blake.
And I'm Rocky.
In today's video, we'll be doing our wrestling awards for the year. So we got it, our broad category, which is just between any company. Then we have it from Raw, NXT, and SmackDown.
Yeah.
Send us what your wrestling awards are. Tell us what you change, what you don't like, and all that jazz. On to our men's wrestler of the year. I had Kyle Fletcher and John Cena.
I would probably give it to Cena for broad, but I didn't rank him for. I don't think I ranked him for like. Yeah, I didn't rank him for like male of the year for specific brands.
Yeah. John Cena just had his retirement tour, which was really good. Had good matches, good promos all around, so it's hard not to give it to him. But then also just the year Kyle Fletcher's had is also just crazy.
Yeah.
Women's Wrestler of the Year, I gave to Toni Storm because night in, night out, she's the greatest performer in sports entertainment.
I gave it to Mercedes Moné. I know. She's just overinflated with titles, but I've really liked her work ethic.
Yeah.
And I haven't been a particular fan of her in the past, but what she's done this year has been impressive.
Yeah, she's done good this year. I just think still Toni Storm is the greatest women's entertainer, just entertainer in all of wrestling. So.
I would agree there. Yeah.
Men's breakout star, I had Javon Evans and Leon Slater. Leon is just starting to break out, but I mean, what? He's a TNA star and has been just made an appearance at John Cena's retirement match.
Breakout is that?
Yeah.
Wait.
Men's breakout star.
Yeah, I would say it was Javon.
Yeah, I had Javon and Leon. They're tag teams, so I can put them together.
Yeah.
Women's breakout star, I had Sol Ruca. She has gained so much popularity and as well just got a win against Bayley on John Cena's retirement match.
Yeah. I would agree with Sol Ruca, honestly. It was between Sol or Zarya for me, but Zarya hasn't really done anything.
Yeah.
I was so close to giving it to Stephanie Meyer as well because I felt like she just came out of nowhere. Like
I don't think against that. I think her breakout started
in 2024.
Yeah. Tag team, I had Fraxium. Again, kind of like Toni Storm, night in, night out. They're the greatest. My life was on the line and I had to pick two tag team wrestlers to put a 5-star match on, I'm choosing Fraxium.
Yeah, you gotta choose Fraxium. They are literally the best performers, I would say, of the year.
I mean, they put what? They made a 5-star with Hank and Tate, with a bunch of all these like nobodies.
Yeah, exactly. Like they put in the most hard work out of any tag team in the division right now.
Yeah. Match of the year, I had Darby Allin versus Jon Moxley, and I think what was the PLE Wrestle Dream? I don't know.
It was either Wrestle Dream or All Out. But for me,
it was Wrestle Dream, the I Quit match. Wow, how did I know that? That was lit.
Yeah. I watched that PLE. That was probably my top 5 of the year. But I really liked Cody Rhodes versus John Cena at SummerSlam Night 2.
That was my number 2, but my bias towards Darby Allin, it was just
if Will Ospreay wrestled a bit more this year, one of his matches would definitely be on there for me.
Feud of the year was Mariah May versus Toni Storm. I mean, this elevated Mariah May to being the biggest free agent to get picked up.
Yeah, I so badly wanted to take Mariah May versus Toni Storm, but I felt like it was more of a 2024 feud than anything. I personally took Punk versus Seth Rollins.
That was gonna do it, and I was like, with your idea too. But their match, like the last match they had, was in March 2025, and I think around that build was when it was at its peak.
Yeah, I watched like the entire build. I loved it. I just felt like it was more of a 2024 thing than anything.
Most improved men's, I had Dominic Mysterio. I mean, he went from a hated wrestler on Judgment Day, to getting the biggest pop at WrestleMania. And to being a heel but being the biggest face of AAA.
I took Jacob Fatu. From what he was when he started this year to now, I feel like that's just a huge jump from where he was. I just loved it.
I feel like he was the same Kind of. I think all in ring rise and promo wise, he's been the same.
I just feel like he grew a lot from like where he was with Solo Sikoa till now.
I guess. Most improved women, I have Raquel Rodriguez. No one knows like really under respect her game until that match in Saudi against Rhea,
Did you say improved?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
And then she's just putting on good matches, been a good wrestler. And now she's going against the champion, which it means a lot for Steph, who's usually just been stuck as a mid-carder or tag team forever.
Yeah. I had it be Maxine Dupree. I just feel like the growth that she's had in wrestling.
Yeah.
Because before she was just there because of her looks, but now she's actually on a good wrestling level and has a championship on her shoulder. I just feel like it's such an improvement from where she was at the beginning of the year.
Yeah. Underrated men's, I had Ethan Page. He's slowly getting that recognition, but like from as a whole, that's mostly from NXT fans. But like as a whole, he's really underrated.
Mm-hmm.
No one really gives him his props. I think he's the best worker in all of NXT.
Oh, absolutely.
And no one will give him those props because of people like Oba, Javon, Ricky. Everyone talked about how dominant Oba was during his title reign. No one talks about how dominant Ethan Page has been. He's a double champ right now, and no one barely talks about that. Yeah.
Mine was also Ethan Page. I just feel like he is literally the workhorse of
NXT
and AAA.
Yeah. And no one really, like, he's had so many bangers on AAA. No one just gives him his props. I could also see him as most improved as well.
Yeah, because
I mean, look how he came in. He was just a guy that said ego, and now he is.
Yeah, I just feel like that storyline with him and Javon, so good, honestly.
Yeah. Unrumored woman, I have Zarya. If you watch the channel, you just know I love Zarya, and that's why. Really, there's no reason behind it. She doesn't do anything, but I love Zarya.
My underrated was Raquel Rodriguez for basically the same reasons you gave. I just loved how she just grew this year, but I felt like nobody was talking about it.
Yeah.
So I just felt like she definitely is underrated in that aspect.
I mean, I think out of Judgment Day, she's obviously has probably the worst in ring, but still, I think she's top of Raw women's right now. Speaking of Raw, going on to our Raw awards, my male wrestler of the year, CM Punk.
I had it be Dominic Mysterio.
I was gonna give it to Dom, but I just think the stuff CM Punk did this year with Seth, the rest of the division, John Cena. I mean, I really like this Punk. I think Saudi, like his feud with John Cena, really brought me up to him taking over Dom. It was tough because the men's of SmackDown have really been working hard, so it's hard to give it to one. Female star of the year, I had Io Sky.
I had Becky Lynch. Just her run with the Intercontinental Championship really changed my opinion on her.
Yeah. I just think Io Sky made 3 really good matches and kind of was the reason those matches were good. The triple threat at Mania, triple threat at SummerSlam, and then the match at Evolution. I feel like, and then her spots at War Games. I really think she's just always the best wrestler woman wise.
Yeah.
But Becky Lynch definitely is a close second. Her promos are unmatched. I just don't really know how. Her in ring has been all right this year.
Yeah.
Her feuds with Lyra have really been dependent on Lyra doing good in them. But Becky's close too. Tag team I had New Day.
I had, this might surprise you, Raquel and Roxanne. I just feel like they were the workhorses of that division for, I would say, the first 3/4 of the year.
I'm not gonna lie, I kind of didn't even think about putting women in it.
Yeah.
New Day, they made Mania, and are probably the only Raw tag team right now that gets somewhat story.
Yeah. Except the made-up tag team of AJ Lee.
and they're too new. I didn't want to give it to them.
Mm-hmm.
Faction, I had Division.
Division, yeah.
I think it's literally the only faction on Raw.
Literally that or Judgment Day, and they don't really do anything anymore.
No. Feud, I had Seth versus Punk.
I had.
Oh wait, you did say your faction. I'm guessing it was Division though.
Yeah, I said Division.
Okay.
Punk versus Seth, yeah, definitely.
Yeah. It probably was the best. Match wise, they were all right. Honestly, but for a feud to bring back AJ Lee, I think it deserves to be the very best.
Mm-hmm.
Champ, I have Dominic Mysterio.
I have Becky Lynch. I just feel like she elevated that Intercontinental Championship. Like, do you see where the Women's United States Championship is? That's what would happen if... That was what would have happened with the IC Championship if Becky Lynch hadn't come and saved it.
Which it also makes sense because now that Maxine Dupree has it, it is back to where the U.S. title is right now.
Yeah.
I just think I just think no one really respected him.
Mm-hmm.
And then he's now one of the best wrestlers in WWE.
Yeah.
And I feel like without the title, he couldn't have done that.
Mm-hmm.
Most improved, I also have Dom because I had that for my actual one. So yeah.
I had Maxine Dupree.
My most underrated, I had Rusev.
I really wanted to put Rusev, but that's where I had Raquel.
Mm-hmm. Rusev is putting on bangers, and honestly, I haven't heard anyone mention him.
Yeah, talk about how he's been putting on bangers. Like, he literally every match that he has, it is a must-watch match.
I think what really made me think about him being most underrated was how no one had him going far in the John Cena Last Time Is Now tournament.
Yeah.
I think he could have faced a bunch of people and put on good matches with all of those people.
Yeah, I kind of wish he went to the finals.
And he also has history with Cena, so.
Mm-hmm. Like, I wish the finals would have been Rusev versus Gunther. Like, that would have been an absolute banger.
That would have been good, yeah.
Yeah.
That's it for Raw. I think, honestly, out of the three promotions, I think Raw has been one of the best.
Mm-hmm.
I think NXT's been first by far, just for show to show.
Yes, absolutely.
With big moments, Raw is probably top.
Mm-hmm.
NXT just is the most, like...
It's the most consistent
yeah.
week to week. It doesn't have... It's a more consistent flat, while Raw is up and down, up and down.
Yeah.
While SmackDown's more on the low side.
NXT, male star, I have Oba.
Oh, NXT, I have Oba Femi as well.
He's the most dominant wrestler in NXT right now, so that's why.
Mm-hmm.
Female, I have Sol Ruka.
Yep, so it was either her or early years Stephanie Baker, but I felt like that was also 2024, so I didn't really count it.
Yeah. Tag team, I have Fraxium.
Fraxium, yep.
Faction, I have Dark State.
I have Fatal Influence.
I'm just not a big fan of Fatal Influence.
I just feel like JC Jane's title reign has been great. I just feel like the action that Fallon Henley and the new addition of... Why am I blanking on her name? Oh my gosh. Do you remember her name? The kicked out woman was pretty cool.
Lainey Reed.
Yep, Lainey Reed. Do you remember the kicked out person's name? Because I like that angle where they had her kicked out.
Jasmine Nix.
They acted like they didn't kick out Jasmine Nix, and it was really just to write her off. I like that. Yeah, I just like Fatal Influence this year a lot.
I think Fatal Influence only has been good because of JC Jane holding titles, which is why I couldn't really give it to them. I feel like Dark State, if done well, which is they've been doing well so far, they could be like a really threatenable force.
Yeah, I just need to see more of Saquon Suggers.
Yeah.
He is probably one of my favorites down there.
Yeah. Feud, I have Ethan Page versus Ricky Saints. If you watch our video coming up, ranking PLEs, or our past video, I don't know when they're dropping, but you'll see that this is my favorite NXT match from Great American Bash. I just love this match. I think it brought a certain flair to like Last Man Standing and Falls Count Anywhere matches that none had brought before. Because I mean, you went into back, you showed other wrestlers just sitting there. I think it's just a really good angle that I haven't seen in WWE before.
Yeah, I had Ethan Page versus Ricky Saints as well. A close second for me was Ethan Page versus Joanne Evans.
Yeah.
But I just felt like this feud was more like blood hating.
Yeah.
Than anything.
Going back to showing why Ethan Page is the most underrated wrestler.
Yeah.
Champion, I had Oba.
I had for champion, I had Ethan Page. I just feel like he carried the men's division, the men's mid card division, so hard through the latter half of 2025.
Yeah.
That it just brought him to be my favorite champion down there.
Yeah, I just think Oba's Oba. I had to give him to his year. I mean, he had matches with nobodies and still made them good.
Mm-hmm.
Most improved, I had JC Jane. Yeah.
For most improved, I had Tatum Paxley. She basically she didn't get any TV time basically to start the year, and she became a NXT champion during this year. So I just feel like
very fraudulent NXT champion.
True.
To be fair, for a week.
Yeah, but she was still an NXT champion for a month.
It was a month?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. But I just really liked her growth this year, and I can't wait to see what she does in 2026.
Most underrated, I had Zarya. I had that in my women's, so yeah.
I had it be Ethan Page, but okay. Yeah.
I had it both, and I like Zarya, so I just made them both. On the SmackDown, I had Cody Rhodes.
Yeah, I had Cody Rhodes. It's really, he was like the only big star of the year, I feel like, on SmackDown. Unless you want to really count like Drew McIntyre, Damian Priest.
I really don't count. I mean, he had a 5-star match, so that's really why I had to give it to him.
Yeah.
Female, I had Chelsea Green.
I had Chelsea Green as well.
I think she's just been doing good for the U.S. title, and then just not U.S. title. For tag team, I had all of the SmackDown tag. I think it just shows to go how good they have been, knowing that they started off the year not good, then made everyone want them to be on Mania. One of the best matches we've seen in 2025, if not the best tag team match we've seen in this decade, with the tag match at SummerSlam.
Oh, okay, yeah.
SummerSlam. Both good TLC matches, both go in the same category.
Mm-hmm.
And then still just countless putting on good matches whenever they're out.
Mm-hmm.
We've kind of seen the down of them recently just because, I mean, they've been so good.
That they had to have a fall off somewhere.
That they had to have a break. Street Profits are MIA currently on a little break.
Fraxium's currently feuding with DIY, and DIY's kind of feuding in the U.S. division.
Andrade's out, so Rey Fenix is just there.
And MFTs are currently feuding with Wyatt Six for the titles.
So yeah, I mean, they're still doing really good. It's just a little downfall from where they were.
For me, it was just Fraxium. I just feel like they just bring a spark to the division that they had before, but I feel like it just blew it up.
Yeah. For faction, I had Wyatt Six.
I had the MFTs. I just really like Solo's charismatic attitude, and I kind of vibe. Well, we had Jacob Fatu in it for a while. I really liked him in it. I liked the addition of I like Tama Tonga and Tongaloa as a tag team, and then I'm not a big fan of JC Mateo, obviously, and then Talatanga, I feel like he's a great enforcer for them as well.
I just don't like a lot of the wrestlers in MFT, so I couldn't give it to them.
Mm-hmm.
For feud, I had Cody versus Drew. I mean, it's been the longest feud, so...
I took the tag team SmackDown 6-way.
I didn't think about that. I
yeah,
should have done
that was a last-second thought for me, honestly.
In hindsight, I changed mine to that.
Yeah.
Champion, I had Cody, Raheem Rhodes.
Okay, this one might be a little bit controversial, but I have Ilya Dragunov. I know it's been a little bit shorter, but I feel like with what he's been able to do with it, I just feel like it is a deserved champion reign.
I mean, if you're giving it to Ilya and you have to give it to Sammy, I think they really haven't really done anything too different.
I've just liked Ilya's matches more, so I just feel like I had to give it to him over him. It was between Ilya and Sammy for me, honestly.
My most improved, I had Solo Sikoa. I mean, he went into this year, everybody hated him, and then after that Saudi match, he became a really big star. U.S. title really helped him get over with the fans, and then I just like how he's been recently.
Yeah,
Kind of everything you said when you talked about MFTs.
I had Jacob Fatu. That, as I said in the I think overall one, I just liked his growth this year, where he won the U.S. title, his little feud with the MFTs. I just liked his. I felt like he had a big growth from where he was in 2024.
Yep. Last but not least, most underrated out of Ilya. Kind of everything you said with him earlier. I just think with him just returning, everyone's just starting to remember him again. So yeah.
I had it be Solo Sikoa. I just feel like nobody really talks about how good he is on the mic. Like, I feel like he is probably I would say he's a top 5 mic worker in the WWE right now.
Miz, Ethan Page, Punk, Cody.
I don't know about Cody. I just feel like he works the crowd too much.
I mean, yeah, but he has his moments. I'll take off Cody though. Seth, Becky. I'm taking Becky for sure.
Becky for sure. I probably wouldn't take Seth though.
SmackDown. I'm trying to think of SmackDown. Chelsea.
I probably wouldn't take Chelsea over.
Oba.
Oba's just like a strong force. I wouldn't take Oba's promos.
Ricky.
Ricky's just like, I don't like his promos.
Joe Hendry.
Joe Hendry just sings.
And he works the crowd a lot.
Yeah.
Think of Raw. Gunther.
He could be up there, but I don't think he's better than him.
I think he's better than Solo. LA Knight.
Okay, that I might take over Solo.
Okay. There's 5. Boom. Yeah. Just bought you. I'm trying to think of who else. Dom. I can't say it. I'm racist. He talks too much Spanish. Rhea. I don't like Rhea, actually.
Yeah. I was about to say.
Alright, that's it. Yep. Again, send us your awards. Send us your hot takes about this. Just let us know. Let us know how you're liking the new videos. We're trying new stuff out. Tell us when we'll see you next time.
Yep.
And this has been Shots of Victory. Goodbye.
Peace.